You ever try to use phrasal verb, but it just come out wrong? You know the meaning, but somehow people look at you like, wait, what are you trying to say? And yes, that was me. I thought using phrasal verb would make me sound fluent. Instead, I sounded awkward. But here's the truth. No one told me that using phrasal verb is not just about knowing words. It's about how you use them, tone, rhythm, even order. It all matters. So if you ever say something like put off or bring up and a got blank stars, you are not alone. In this video, I'll break down 5 everyday phrasal verbs and show you how to sound natural, not textbook great. Plus tiny mindset shift I wish I knew when I first started learning them. What this problem is, let's name it. Let's call this problem is flip-flop effect. What is the flip-flop effect? It's when your brain knows words, but they come out flipped, backward, or used in the wrong context. You use phrasal verb, but placement, intonation, or meaning sound off. Saying I put it off when you meant I put it on. One tiny mistake, big confusion. So why does this happen? Phrasal verbs often don't translate from your first language. Many learners try to memorize them like vocabulary, not practice them in the real life. To learn the meaning, but now people say them naturally. So familiar, I used to switch them around like a puzzle. A Cambridge study showed that intermediate learners often overuse or misplace phrasal verbs when they learn them in isolation without real examples. Experts say that master phrasal verb is through high frequency. Real life examples, not just definition. Let's talk about real life example. I once said, I look up to the paper. Instead of I look up the paper, the first one means admiration. The second means searching. My friend laughed, but I felt crushed. You don't just to learn phrasal verb, you need to learn the natural conversation to use them in a correct way. Now ask yourself, am I learning phrasal verb to communicate or to impress? Think about it. Are you using words that sound strange but make your sentences clumsy? So here's a challenge. Try to recording yourself using 5 phrasal verbs in your daily routine. When you listen back, do you sound clear or confusing? Let's try it. My phrasal verb mess up. I used to overthinking every phrasal verb. I write down long lists like break up, break down, and break in. Then I tried to use them in real conversation, and suddenly they flip. I'd say bring out the topic instead of bring up. I knew the meaning, but the usage off. I started to fix this when I did 3 things. What I stopped doing, I stopped collecting endless phrasal verb lists. I stopped thinking I had to use them all to sound fluent. So what I started doing, I focused on just 5 phrasal verbs per week. I watched native speakers use them in context, TV, vlog, or you can search phrasal verbs that you want to know how to use them in a correct way at English. I practiced them out loud in a full sentences. It's not about how many phrasal verbs you know. It's about how well you use a few. Here are 5 phrasal verbs that native speakers use daily and how to say them naturally. Bring up means to mention a topic. Natural use, she brought up something important in the meeting. Don't say she bring it up yesterday. Fix the tenses and order. Look after means to take care of. For example, can you look after my dog this weekend? Avoid translating look and after literally. Put off means to delay. I put off my assignment until the last minute. Don't confuse with put on or put out. Get along with means to have a good relationship. For example, I get along with my coworkers well. Don't drop the with, it changes the meaning. Figure out means to understand or solve problem. For example, I figured out the answer. Avoid saying figure it or figure this. Always include out. Use this in real example. Like I need to figure out how to plan my trip. For example, I need to figure out how to plan my trip. You don't sound fluent because you use a big words, but you sound fluent when you sing simple ones naturally. Don't just learn phrasal verbs, but live with them. Don't just knowing the meaning, but know the flow. Now let's answer some of the most common questions about phrasal verbs. Question number one is, how many phrasal verbs should I learn? The answer is start with 5 or 10 phrasal verbs and use them in sentences daily. Question number two is, how do I stop mixing them up? Practice with example and repeat out loud. Question number three is, are phrasal verbs always necessary? The answer is no, but they help you sound more conversational. So don't forget to like and share or subscribe this video if you found this video help you. Thank you so much for taking the time to watch this video. I'm cheering you from afar and I'm wishing you every success. And see ya!